Hello, I'm Joel Baird, the General Manager of Missoula Community Access Television, inviting you to another Missoula Live. It's Monday, December the 2nd. I'm here with Kim Anderson, my co-host.
It feels very strange. We've switched sides.
Yeah, I do feel funny that way, too.
People will find out about in a minute.
There's a reveal.
It's like when you're on the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah,
I feel like I can
you
barely
look different to me.
By the end of the hour, I'll be fine.
We get really used to it. We could always switch, too, after this operation.
We might. Okay.
Well, I'll just say a little. Typically, Kim and I share our news. Kim works for Humanities Montana. Of MCAT news, I would say this. A week from Wednesday, that's December the, all right, let me guess, 13th, 12th, 11th, we'll have a training and tour of MCAT at 5:30 p.m. So if you'd like to learn more about MCAT, how you could use our equipment, how you can get your own show, you can do that Wednesday the 11th at 5:30. And also, I'm still busking on my piano. I want piano players. I have had 2 piano players come here.
Who has come to play?
Well, I can't think of names right now. And maybe I need to protect the innocent and not say.
True.
Because some were shy. I'll say one gal came. She was a little shy, and she said, well, just use a picture and my playing. I don't want to be on camera.
No, well, it's good that people know that's an option.
Yeah, and it's definitely an option I hadn't thought of. And then another fella came. I want to say his name is Rod X. But I can't remember. But he had said that he studied music at the graduate level and never got a chance to pursue it. So he was really happy to come and share his
now I'm
playing.
getting nervous because that's kind of a higher caliber.
Yeah. No, but this offer, especially piano teachers out there in Missoula, what if you have students and you'd like them to get a sense of how they play?
Yes.
So they could come to MCAT. This is our offer. Come to MCAT, play our piano, and one gal brought her own. It was portable keyboard. She was used to it. She brought her own. But you could play this beautiful clavinova that we have down here and go away with a DVD of your efforts. Oh, one of the lights just burnt out.
Wow. I thought you were having an idea.
That's a bright idea. Oh, and we should mention our intention for the next show.
Oh, yes.
Which is going to be a Christmas reading on Monday, December the 16th at 4 p.m. Last year, Kim, you did a great job. Thank you. Of organizing writers.
Well, it was fun. So Christmas-themed writers, people in the community who want to come and read something cheery.
Yeah. Well, we had a mixed bag, but I thought it was great.
That's true, it wasn't all.
Fred's curse words at the family hour. That was especially good.
Let's try to keep it family-friendly this year. So we don't have a PG-13 Christmas hour.
Right. So now you had something maybe you want to mention about deadlines at Humanities Montana.
Yes, just really quickly, because this is the last chance I'll have. Humanities Montana has several grant deadlines on December 20th. And so if you have a big project, a conference on a humanities topic, history, philosophy, literature, any of the kind of general foreign languages, the criticism of art and history, there's a major grant deadline, which is anything over $5,000 with no upper limit. We also have fellowships. If you're an individual who's doing research in the humanities, you could take a look at that, and it doesn't have to be just an academic within an institution.
Right.
You can be a non-traditional scholar. We welcome you. And also, if you're a nonprofit publisher, we have a publishing initiative. So all 3 of those sets of guidelines and applications are on our website. And again, the deadline is December 20th.
And the website, you can Google Humanities Montana, humanitiesmontana.org.
Yes. That's us.
Right. Okay, now the answer to the burning question.
Here we go.
What am I doing on the other side of the couch? Well, I'm near and dear, I hope, to Sue Ledger, registered nurse, public health nurse with Missoula City County Health Department, and she's here to give me a vaccine against the influenza. And I'm being brave.
You are a brave soldier.
To do it, because I guess I'm a baby, right? And I have never gotten this vaccine. I was like, I just don't want to do it. And so when I thought of topics for the show, I thought, well, there's probably other people like me.
Yes.
And so people can witness how I'm going to survive this injection. So Sue, welcome so much. Thanks for coming over.
Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit while we still can.
Yeah.
Before he swoons into my lap.
Right. About the influenza vaccine and what the public really ought to know about.
Okay. Well, flu season it can start from anytime from October, can go all the way till May. The peak of the season is usually in January, February. So although it's ideal to get it in October, November, we're not too late in getting the vaccine. Vaccine is the #1 way to prevent the flu. Certainly staying away from sick people and washing your hands will help, but getting the flu vaccine is the best way to prevent the flu.
Right. And there's some things that were asked of me that people at home might want to know. So on the email, when we set up the injection, there were questions to ask me, like, was I feeling already in health? Like, you don't want to get the flu vaccine if you have the flu.
Right.
Right.
There are a few contraindications for the flu, but they're very few. And one is that, that you're not sick, currently ill at the moment.
Yeah.
That you don't have a serious allergic reaction to eggs. That you've never had a syndrome called Guillain-Barré.
That was the odd one, and you don't have to elaborate. I guess people know if they have that.
Yeah, it's just a very rare condition that can happen after some viruses, and it's associated with numerous kinds of illnesses, not just the flu vaccine. But it's a very rare occurrence. But we do ask that.
Right, and we also talked that it takes a while after the vaccine is administered. It takes typically a couple of weeks for the vaccine to generate the antibodies that provide the protection.
Right.
So not waiting is probably a good idea as the weeks roll by into January.
Right, and so the sooner you can get it, the more your antibody protection will build, and it does take about 2 weeks from the time you get your vaccine to the best protection.
Right.
As far as side effects, they're usually very mild. One of the big questions people have is, or fears people have, is that getting the vaccine, you will get the flu. Mm-hmm. You cannot get the flu from the vaccine. The most common side effects are going to be maybe a little site soreness, a little swelling or redness.
From the injection.
Some people do get a little mild fever or some body aches, but these symptoms are usually short-lived and very mild compared to the symptoms that you get with the actual flu illness. So, even though people hesitate to do that, or sometimes they hesitate because they think they're going to get sick, but it's whatever symptoms you do have are so much milder than the
flu itself. And the vaccine has relative coverage, right? Often they say, we're trying to predict, is it going to be this type or that type?
Right, and it's the flu vaccine the season is unpredictable depending on how, what kinds of flu raises its head, what is more prevalent. So the vaccine they try to match the different types of flu to the vaccine, and so it does change, and it does change on a yearly basis. And it also, the person that's vaccinated, it depends on their health, their age, as how well that the vaccine works on them. Most older adults or older children and adults, the vaccine works quite well. The younger you are and the older you are, the vaccine isn't quite as effective. And so that's, one of the big reasons to be vaccinated, not only to protect yourself, is to protect the people around you that cannot be vaccinated yet.
Good point.
Infants can't be vaccinated until they're over 6 months. And then the vaccine isn't quite as effective on young children under 2 or the elderly. And so if you care for infants, care for you're around older people, then it's protecting them as well as helping yourself, be less vulnerable to the flu.
Right.
So.
All right, I'm sold. So
Yes.
You guys get to watch at home as I bravely take this in hopes, I guess, that it will inspire people.
Inspire hundreds, if
Yeah, hundreds, if not thousands. So this injection is in the deltoid muscle. And, because it was on the couch a distance away. And Sue, the availability, like people have said they can get the flu vaccine like in a pharmacy, at a supermarket, at Costco, and at the health department.
Yeah. So certainly a lot of people provide the flu vaccine now. The health department, we have it. Your primary care providers, any of your physicians will have it. And then a lot of pharmacies do carry it now too.
Right. All right, I'm going to tell you guys if it's painful or not.
Okay, so let your arm relax.
A beautiful close-up. Oh, I didn't feel that at all. I do definitely feel like a little
Look at
pressure
that.
just
She
a
is
and a
so
mosquito bite.
fast.
So I was bleeding.
You know, that was kind of a lot of performance pressure for Susan, too.
Well, I
you
know.
With the
That
camera
is kind
right
of
on
true.
her. I'm impressed.
I think you did really well.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right.
That's it?
And you get a Band-Aid?
Oh, very nice. Well, thank you so much.
Well, I just think it's terrific to know that it's not too late to get the vaccine. The worst months are still to come. So
That's right.
you were smart.
Maybe. And particularly, too, right, there's the wintertime is a time when people are going into enclosed spaces.
Yeah.
I was just at a great play, The Angels in America Part 1 at University. Well, there were hundreds of us there, you know, all sharing the
I
same
mean, you
atmosphere.
would like to stay away from people that are sick, but it's
You never
not.
know.
It's not.
It's not
always
practical,
practical.
you know. And people get very bored staying at home. You know, just try out. Well, Susan, anything you want to add?
Just that the flu season happens every year. It doesn't. We're not going to be without a flu season, and it can be quite serious an illness. There's there's ranges, from over 200,000 people usually are hospitalized a year from complications from the flu. And the people that are also the most, that need to be protected the most are the people that have chronic health issues too. So besides having, small children, elderly, people with chronic health issues, diabetes, asthma, those you want to protect those people with the flu vaccine because the complications can be deadly. So.
All right.
You
On that grim note,
You did well.
we're going to let you go. I feel great for right now. So if you want to see how I do in the next 45
That's
minutes,
right,
stay
we're keeping
with
an eye
us.
on him.
We'll be right back. Gary Gillett is here with TubaChristmas
Little
stuff.
Christmas stuff.
Yeah, so we'll be right back. I don't know what they're going to show you.
Are you interested in pursuing a job in television and need experience, or are you interested in picking up a new skill? Missoula Community Access Television is a place for you. MCAT can get you trained and ready so you can hit the ground running in television. Call us at 542-6228 or email us at mcat.org.
Saving energy is simple. It even saves you money. Replace incandescent light bulbs with compact fluorescent bulbs. Set your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher in the summer. Weather seal your home. When replacing old appliances, select Energy Star qualified appliances that are up to 40% more efficient and unplug electronic devices when not in use. Visit ladwp.com for more energy-saving tips and information. Save energy, save money.
Here's your bear spray, babe.
I don't need it. I can outrun them. Look, I ran track in high school.
No, you can't. You're not supposed to run from bears. And you did the shot put.
Okay, I'll spray down.
What? No, don't spray it!
Ah! My face is burning! My face is burning now! Ah!
When hunting in bear country, understand, it puts you at risk. Be smart, be safe, be bear aware.
And goodness, we're back. I'm feeling great.
Yeah, good. He's still sitting upright.
That's right. Gary Gillett is here because we're going to talk about TubaChristmas tradition. This is a concert at the mall. And you're with some fellow tuba. And what is that white instrument called? I said mellifluophone. Mellifluophone. I made it up, right?
The gentleman who designed the instrument named it after himself, John Philip Sousa. And he needed a tuba that was portable to parade from the train to the concert venue. So in the case of Missoula, from the Northern Pacific to the Wilma, and they would play. That's the only time the Sousa bands ever marched, was just through the town to stir up the interest to get people to come to the concert. And he needed a bass instrument that was carryable. He arranged the instrument in circular fashion and then named it after himself.
Mellifluophone. And it was really hard to
Now we have to
say.
design the instrument.
So, do you want to introduce your crew on the couch?
Oh, I'll have them introduce themselves. I'm Gary Gillett. This is
Tyler Durden. Luke Manasco.
And Kyle Gillett.
Excellent. Wait a minute, this is similar, Kyle.
we're bookend, yeah.
Kyle, and your name is Well, wait a minute. Oh, it's the other part. Gillett and Gillett.
That's it. That's my older son.
Excellent.
Yes.
That's
yeah.
great.
Wow.
Yes.
You want to tell people a little bit, I mean, you sort of already did a little bit about the history of this concert, but it's pretty interesting. I know you've told the story.
It's a gas. It's been a couple of years since we've been here. TubaChristmas is the celebration of the holidays using tubas, and we're all tuba players. Some play small tubas, some play larger tubas. The quartet is like any other musical ensemble, the soprano, alto, tenor, and bass voices. And so I'll be playing the soprano voice on tenor tuba, euphonium. Luke will be playing the alto voice on a euphonium, and Carl will be playing the tenor voice on a E-flat tuba, so a tuba halfway between our little one, and Jason will be playing the bass. Tyler will be playing the bass line on a full-size tuba. So it's just Christmas carols.
And you did say that word, though, that inspired Melissa and me, and that was the euphemism.
Oh, okay. Euphonium.
Euphonium.
Which means something.
I knew
What's
it was
euphonium
somewhere in
mean?
there.
It means beautiful sound.
Yeah.
Beautiful sound.
Beautiful
So
sound.
mellifluous, euphonious.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's the shot. I just don't think you're feeling right since the shot, buddy.
I really got it.
So, how long has this concert been going on in Missoula?
I put that on the flyer. I think this is 24. Yes,
Yeah.
this is the 24th time we've done it here in town, and it's a big. It's the 35th. Forever. So internationally, it's been going on for 35. We've been doing it here for 24.
When is that concert? Is it Saturday, December 7th?
A week from this Friday, which is December 13th.
Okay.
At the mall, all the tuba players show up over at Sentinel High School, and we have a pretend rehearsal. MCAT is
we're going to record a rehearsal. Right?
The making of
Ron told me that.
The making of TubaChristmas.
Because he said you said it was incredibly funny.
Inside scoop.
There it is, slow motion train wreck.
Yeah, that's all it, with plenty of editing. Ron said he would edit out, so I wouldn't sound as
the
stupid.
Euphemisms. You get the euphemisms out there.
So we'll pretend to rehearse for an hour and a half, and then we go over the mall. We'll play at the mall. Two unique sets. That doesn't mean that the music, of course, is unique, but we won't double up on any tunes except maybe Santa Wants a Tuba for Christmas. Okay. And then we'll play from 7 till about 7:35, and then admonish people to go out and buy stuff, and then we come back at 8 o'clock and play another set.
This is excellent. It is really fun, and typically they get more people, right?
Yeah.
So I think people at home follow the idea, right? The tuba players actually come in like the day before or the day of.
The day of. We actually practice.
And they actually practice, but they all kind of get
And
together.
they've been doing this year after year.
Yeah.
You think we finally get it right?
They're still trying.
Absolutely free. Doesn't cost money.
Absolutely
to
free. The
attend.
tuba players have to pay for it because it's an international event, and we have to buy music and pay royalties.
Well, that's a
all
gift
that
from
stuff.
you guys, though.
That's right.
pretty nice of you.
And then we book other gigs on occasion. We're playing the Downtown Association little hoo-ha here on.
Oh, the Festival of Lights.
Yes.
Coming
We're
up.
playing that on Saturday. I'm suggesting maybe want to move inside because it looks like it's going to be 10 freaking degrees out here. But so the four of us will be playing that as well. And we have different venues. Sometimes we just break out and have smaller ensembles. It's hard to put 100 tuba players everywhere.
Yeah,
There's
right.
not that many venues.
No.
You know, if only we could just hear a little taste of
Well, I think that's the next order of business. I mean, they got to get back out into Studio B. So you guys are going to see a little PSA, another one of the wonderful chestnuts we have back there.
Before we let him go, let's remember it's Friday the
December 13th.
Friday the 13th. Okay. At the Southgate Mall.
Is it Friday? It's Friday the 13th?
It is Friday.
Because this Friday's the 6th.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, at 7 o'clock.
7
Free.
o'clock.
Come out to the mall and
See a
enjoy
whole
Tuba
bunch of
Christmas.
Excellent. And okay, here's a little foretaste right after this.
Got questions? Have you ever wondered where you can find out about resources that connect people with important community services and a broad range of information? In Montana, we want you to have the tools you need to feel safe and supported. 211 is a free, easy-to-remember phone number and website that will help you and your family get the answers you're looking for. Dial 211 or visit montana211.org to access the information you need. Get connected. Get answers.
Ship's helped me because the coordinators, I've been able to talk to them and they've helped me and get through the hard times, and I've learned a lot of new experiences that I would have never done.
If I wasn't participating in Flagship, I would be playing video games at home.
Definitely it's helped me with, my comfort level. Also, I got better grades.
They helped me on a study skill and tips.
The flagship program, because after school shouldn't be an afterthought.
Let's say you were watching one of MCAT's programs not too long ago. If you or anyone you know wants a copy of our wonderful programming, call us at 542-6228 or email us at mcat.org. Ask for a dub request and tell us what you want. We'll get it to you. Walk-ins welcome. Just go to 500 North Higgins, Suite 105, just off Spruce.
They did just come to us.
Wasn't that fun?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, so our next guest is here. Fern Boyd is here representing String Orchestra of the Rockies. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks so much for coming. They're practicing anyway, so hopefully we may have to talk louder because I think they're doing a little more practice before they go
over the
drink
tubas.
TubaChristmas beer.
Background music, yeah.
But you are here to promote and to enlighten on a winter's solstice concert. It's Sunday, December the 15th, 7:30 p.m. at the Music Recital Hall at the University of Montana.
That's right.
This sounds really great. I'm going to show people the poster just from a distance. I know. Oh, here's Josh. You could zoom in on the poster if you want.
And Fern, this is kind of an annual event for SOR, isn't it?
Well, we give 4 concerts every season, and we have a traditional winter concert in December, and of course, you know, the holidays are upon us, and we often include music that's seasonal. This one is a little different. I came up with this winter solstice theme. It's kind of a popular thing to do around the country. In fact, a lot of popular artists come out with solstice albums. If you Google solstice and music, lots of stuff comes up. So this is a concert that that is really kind of speaking to the season. We're approaching the longest night of the year, so I think we need music at this time of year that warms us up and just, you know, kind of gives us good thoughts about what we're thankful for and what makes us feel good and warming up the soul. And so this is going to be a beautiful program of gorgeous string music with seasonal references, but not overtly holiday-ish. Not overtly so, but just some really gorgeous music of the season.
I think everyone will welcome a little break from some of the more traditional Christmas.
That's what I think.
Possible
I think so too. So whereas, you know, you'll probably recognize some of the themes in the music, some of this music will be very new to our audiences, I think, even to the musicians, in fact, and some will be very familiar and, you know, some real traditional favorites as well. But we're really excited about it. It should be a wonderful program.
And the tickets are $23 for the general, $20 for seniors, and $10 for students. They're available at grizztix.com, Warden's Deli, the MSO Hub, the Soar Southgate Mall, and the Adams Center box office. And also, there's more information on your website.
There is. You can always go to the website. The full program is posted there. See if you recognize any of that music when you take a look at our website. And of course, tickets are available at the door. If you just decide the day of, I'd love to go to this concert, let's see what it's about, please join us. We would love to have people come.
Oh, that's a wonderful.
And again, it's at the Music Recital Hall on campus, which has the most beautiful sound. It's a very intimate, warm environment.
It is a beautiful environment for
so
music.
it'll be a really lovely experience. I love going to concerts in that hall.
I hope so. One of the fun things about this program, too, as I was putting it together, during the holidays, it's always wonderful to have traditional favorites, but sometimes it's kind of nice just to have something brand new that speaks to the season, but maybe has never been heard. And so the final piece on our program is this beautiful Irish suite for strings by an Irish composer, and the music is unpublished. And so we will actually be reading this music from the composer's own manuscript. And to my knowledge, this music hasn't been played outside of Ireland. Wow. So it's going to be kind of this really beautiful, very energetic Irish string music that our audiences will be treated to because nobody else in North America has heard it before. So
that's pretty good.
We're kind of excited about bringing this piece to our Missoula audience for the first time.
Great. Well, Fern, thanks so much for taking the time to pop by.
It was a pleasure.
And you know it. And we've got a few more guests on our show, so please stay with us. We're going to get everybody in. And we'll be right back after this.
Moving along.
Yeah.
Montana law enforcement urges you to think beyond the DUI arrest.
Statistically, alcohol-related crashes are more serious and deadly than others. Alcohol is a factor in more than 40% of fatal crashes.
When you go out, please drink responsibly. Arrange for a ride home, get a taxi, call a friend, or Home Safe Missoula.
Remember, your best defense against an impaired driver is your seatbelt.
Going out tonight? We are. Never ever drink and drive. This message is brought to you by Missoula County DUI Task Force and Montana Law Enforcement.
Hello and welcome to MCAT. MCAT stands for Missoula Community Access Television. We are a nonprofit group that helps the community get into broadcasting and communication. How? I'm not sure. If it's too formal, I mean, people are just gonna be like, oh, that's boring. And then if it's too like, oh yeah, you don't give a crap. La-di-da. Are you filming this? Oops. How we train anybody who comes through our doors how to shoot, edit, and produce videos. Whether you like to be in front of the camera or behind, we provide the equipment you need to get started, so come on down.
And we're back with Michelle Hastings. She's here from Senior Citizen Center, where she is the executive administrator. Thanks so much for coming back, Michelle.
Thank you.
So,
nice to be here.
What's going on?
Well, we have a lot going on. Right now, we're getting ready for Christmas, like everybody else. We just put up our tree today, and it is a giving tree for Watson's Children's Shelter.
Nice.
How nice. Yeah, we did it last year, so we're really excited to do it again this year. The seniors all just jumped right on the bandwagon, so we're really excited about that. On the 14th, we have a craft fair from 10 to 3. That's a Saturday. And that evening, we have a dance. Blackjack is playing from 7:30 to 10. And then on the 19th of this month, we have a Christmas dinner, linen tablecloths, the whole 9 yards. And then afterwards, and plus entertainment. And then afterwards, I'll show Beach Transportation is providing a tour of the city of Missoula and all the Christmas lights.
Oh, that's really great.
Yeah, we're really excited about that.
Huh. And then of all these events, too, the public is invited.
Of course.
You know, like people think Senior Citizen Center, oh, it's just for seniors. Not so.
Correct. Thank you. It is open to the community. Anybody is welcome to come in and participate in any of our activities. We have lunch, we have games, we have exercise, Tai Chi, yoga, arthritis exercise classes, paint classes. So anybody from the community is welcome to come.
It's a wonderful resource. And you know me in location. Corner of 5th and Higgins. I'd even go so far as to say the southwest corner.
Yes, southwest corner.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, it's famously located right across from the Big Dipper. Is that right?
That's true.
Because you just like,
That is
that
true.
orange building across from the Big
Right,
Dipper.
the Big Dipper, the Roxy,
Yeah.
Hunting and Gathering.
All in the
all
neighborhood.
of those things. All I have to do is tell somebody that's where we are, and they go, oh, yeah, okay, I know where you are.
Yeah, the hip
Right,
strip.
exactly.
I mean, Senior
We are.
Citizen Center's on the hip strip.
Right, it's kind of the core of the
Yeah, it's kind of hip, like
We
that.
are. And we recently did some renovation to the south side of our building. As you know, we had a fire, and so that's all been redone on that side. It looks wonderful. So now all of these events are starting our capital campaign to remodel the front of our building.
Oh, great.
That's
What's
exciting.
involved in the capital campaign? I guess you can come back and
I will.
help.
I will. As soon as I figure
A
it out.
lot. Okay. Right.
But we're redoing all the windows have to be replaced, and
Those huge glass storefront
yes,
type windows?
those all have to be
Wow.
replaced, and that's an old building. It was built in 1928,
Yeah.
so it's time.
Yeah.
And in January, we're starting renovation of all of our restrooms with a grant that we got from CDBG. So
Oh, that's right. I remember.
yeah, and so a lot happening at the senior center.
Yeah, I'll say. And I am a huge craft fair lover
Oh.
here, so I'm very excited about that. What was
A
the
lot
date
of people
for that
are on the
again?
prowl now for
Yeah.
craft
Right.
gifts.
It's the 14th of December
14th.
from 10 to 3.
And so a lot of clientele and people in the community are
Some yes, some
setting
no.
up?
Some that were at our craft fair last year called and said, reserve me a table. And
Okay.
so, and we're full. We've sold all of our tables. So
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
All
And for the dance part, they've got such a great
yeah.
dance floor. That
Yeah.
the floor is so terrific.
Yes.
Oh, let's give people some contact numbers,
Right.
right? If they
Sure.
want to call and they say, oh, I saw something, I didn't even realize this was in town. They call, the number is,
543-7154.
okay.
Or they can email me at michelle.hastings@missoulaSeniorCenter.org.
Oh, that's not bad. And also for the web, just Google Missoula Senior Center. They'll come
Yes,
to you.
and we are actually in the process of redoing our website. So the old one is still coming up because the new one isn't live yet. But
Oh,
it'll
I
be,
know that feeling.
It will be soon. That's the best I can tell you as far
All
as
right.
time frame
One
goes.
way or another, people will get the information.
They
and then
will.
We've got the date on the craft fair.
And the location, 705
Right.
South Higgins.
Right.
Yes.
Well, busy month. Sounds like it's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of festivities going on.
There is. There is.
Well, Michelle, thanks so much for coming by. I see John Combs is prowling the area, and I know there's a lot of guests. So,
There is.
thanks. And
Yeah. Thanks so much for having me.
you know
I
it.
appreciate it.
Feel free to come back. With events that are ongoing or the capital campaign.
Yeah.
Once you figure it out.
Once we get that figured out, I will.
All right, you guys, we'll be right back. I saw John Combs, Missoula County Public Schools. We're going to talk about holiday concerts throughout the school district next.
Yep.
In Mr. Adams' class, we learned about chemical reactions and even made a working volcano. Danny was my partner, and ours was the biggest. I am definitely going to be a scientist when I grow up. I'm going to do experiments, use microscopes, and change the world with the things I learn.
We're back with John Combs. I predicted. John, welcome. Thanks for coming over.
Oh, it's always my pleasure. Great to see you guys again.
Yeah. So people who don't know, John Combs is a dedicated member of Missoula County Public Schools. And he is supervisor of the Fine Arts Department.
Right.
So you keep an eye on the comings, the goings, and your background is in music.
Right. Yep. I was the band director at Hellgate High School for 28 years.
28 years at Hellgate High School. Oh, the stars.
Well, I bet this is a busy time of year for you.
Busy doesn't begin to describe. We are looking at over 70 concerts with basically every school in Missoula County Public Schools has at least 2 or 3.
Yeah.
From various kindergarten through 5th grades in the elementary schools, and then the middle schools will have band, orchestra, and choir concerts. Sometimes it's combined, sometimes it's not. And then of course the high schools are extremely busy, and sometimes their departments will have 2 or 3 concerts, maybe two band concerts, and a couple of choir concerts, and then not to mention all the specialists going out and Sparties, Chevaliers, Sky Blues, those kids going out and doing a bunch of performances. So it's crazy.
Do you just have like a huge war room calendar on
That
your
is
wall?
I'm going to start using that
War
too.
room. It sounds really great for
Yeah.
I know.
Christmas music war room. Yes, let's go down to the bunker.
I think that might be an accurate
I just
statement.
can't imagine how you're keeping track of it all.
It's a great opportunity for folks to get out and just really have some fun watching the kids perform. It's always such a delight.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted you to come on the show and make that invitation to a general audience, right? Because this is free and available to the public.
That's right.
People say, well, I don't like paying all this tax dollars. Well, get a little back, right? Go for a couple of free concerts if you think the mill levy is high, you know.
And nothing puts you in the mood. I mean, I remember when I was in high school playing Orchestra Christmas concert, and it's still going on a million years later.
When you are that age, right, audience means a lot. I mean, it always means a lot, right? We're doing our live show, we're kind of excited.
Yeah.
But we can't see anybody. Oh, we see Josh. It's nice. But when you're that age, you're a middle schooler, high schooler, elementary, whatever, it means so much to you, the attention of adults, right? You remember that when adults paid attention to you? You're like, wow.
I know, and they've been working hard for this.
Yeah.
So
It's really fun watching the elementary school kids when they first get up that first time and they see all those parents there and their moms and dads. And you can see it's a big impact. Just like
it's a big impact. It's like fear plus, though, right? They call them peak moments in life that people they remember for a long time. And what I can attest to, and you're probably too modest to say, because MCAT has recorded a lot of these concerts, and we will in December, they're great. They're amazing. Like, I'm just sitting at home, like, you know, doing the thing, channel change. And then I see, like, a concert, and I stop, and I'm rewarded for having stopped to watch it. And I think, wow, I wish I would go in person, you know. So I think people should, but now how would they find out about all this stuff?
Right. Well, like I said, there's lots of options. They can contact their local school if they have any particular school that they want to go to. But then they can also go to the website, the Missoula County Public School website. And on that front page will be a link to our calendar.
Oh, good.
And it'll list absolutely every event that we've got going on, time, place, and they've got it hopefully up on the screen. It's mcpsmt.org. So
I think they're going to try to get that.
Yeah, maybe they're going to try. And then, of course, there's the Google thing. So, guys, don't freak out back there. I mean, because they could do MCPS Missoula, which I often do when I want to check in with stuff. I put in MCPS Missoula, because otherwise I go to Montgomery County, and I think in Virginia. But you just
useful.
Yeah, you just throw in Missoula, though, and you would get it. And that website, as John said, it has, like, you can go to individual school, like there's a drawdown bar. And my suggestion is people take one close, maybe.
Yeah, take a walk.
Yeah, I don't want to give favoritism. I don't want to say Big Sky is better than Hellgate is better than Sentinel or Paxton. Right, it's like that. Oh, is that right?
Yes.
And then people can also choose an age level, you know, whether they want a middle school concert, and they expect that kids are learning. High school, they're going to see a lot of professional musicianship. They really
good
are.
stuff going on at that age. That's right. It's very exciting.
So, anyway, that was my plug, John, in case you have any more. That's why I dragged you over.
Oh, I'm really glad you did. No, we just want folks to take advantage of the opportunity to check these kids out. They've been working so hard, and they do a great job.
They do.
And it's just one of the things about living in Missoula that's really special, is having the opportunity to listen to great music programs, which we have been known to have in this town, and hopefully will continue for years to come.
Oh, see, they're showing, you know, like at home, if you went there to this calendar
and if you
page.
clicked on one of those, it would give you all the details that you would want to know about any particular thing.
Yeah, see, the Meadow Hill Choir,
or whatever you wanted
grades,
there,
holiday program, Mrs. Long.
There you go. So it's just all there.
Choir concert.
Yeah.
So much.
It's pretty thick in there. So.
Well, I just want to echo what John says, which is Missoula County Public Schools are known for their excellent, not just their music programs, but all their fine arts programs. And so this is the time to really see the music department shine.
Yeah.
Thanks a
Great.
lot.
Well, thank you so much for the invitation.
Oh,
Always
you know
appreciate
what?
it.
Thanks for taking the time to come by, John. I really appreciate it, too. I know we have more people, so I know it seems like we're moving along at breakneck speed.
Some days
We'll go find out who's here. We'll be right back, and we'll know how to conduct ourselves. So thanks for watching.
This is Jacob. He makes cereal for his little brother every morning. He also washes the car, but probably should have rolled the windows up. This is Jacob's dad. He left for Afghanistan almost a year ago. Behind every serviceman and woman, there is a family that serves as well. Now it's our turn. Thanks for holding down the fort, Jacob.
Let's all join forces and show our thanks.
Are you interested in pursuing a job in television and need experience, or are you interested in picking up a new skill? Missoula Community Access Television is a place for you. MCAT can get you trained and ready so you can hit the ground running in television. Call us at 542-6228 or email us at mcat.org.
Saving energy is simple. It even saves you money. Replace incandescent light bulbs with compact fluorescent bulbs. Set your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher in the summer. Weather seal your home. When replacing old appliances, select Energy Star qualified appliances that are up to 40% more efficient and unplug electronic devices when not in use. Visit ladwp.com for more energy-saving tips and information. Save energy.
And we're back with Eran Fowler Pehan. I said it right?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Eran. And thank you so much for coming over. Eran is the executive director of the Poverello. I've been trying to get her on the show more like the Thanksgiving time, but it didn't work out and so on. And is it true you have to leave in 3 minutes? I'm going to keep my eye on the clock for you if that's true.
I can go a little over.
Okay, to do it over. Well, and so I invited you on the show because, you know, one, I thought this is a great time to make an appeal because people's hearts are melting, let's hope, in the general compassion of the season.
We're all thinking about how grateful we are to have homes and
all this stuff. It's amazing.
Christmas, so yes.
And further, that people would be curious as they see the future home of the POV develop on West Broadway. They'd be curious, you know, to know, oh, well, what's going on with it? So those were two topics I had in mind for you.
Great.
But it could be anything you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then.
Yeah, go wild. It could be totally.
Well, yeah, I mean, I definitely think that we're always really interested in keeping the community informed about our plans and just about the current need. We all saw homelessness spike pretty dramatically this summer as we saw a lot of folks come through town, but that's remained really steady for us, and it really is a lot of the people that we know in Missoula, folks that we've been serving here for years, and just last weekend we served 119 people one night, which is an all-time high for our organization for the 40 years that we've been in operation. So I think it's safe to say the need is still very high.
No doubt.
Yeah, very high. And our facility is always in need of supplies. You know, our power bill alone runs about $85 a day.
A day? I don't even pay that a month.
I know, I know.
And it's getting colder.
And it's getting colder.
Right, like,
yeah.
folks, we're recording this show on the eve of the -2 prediction, right, for the week.
Yeah.
And I looked out 10 days, and it wasn't getting that much better.
No.
In 10 days from today, December 2nd, which would put it to December 12th.
And these cold snaps are always when we see our shelter population spike, too, because there are a lot of people that prefer to live outdoors, a lot of veterans that are dealing with traumatic brain injuries or post-traumatic stress disorder, and living inside in close quarters is just not comfortable. And so they stay in their camps as long as they can, but they come in on nights like tonight.
Right.
And so we anticipate our shelter attendance will spike pretty dramatically.
And you probably know this statistic, and it often haunts me when I get calls for veterans places. I'm like, I'm giving you money because this is the inversion ratio, like that people that served in the military are what 6 or 7% of the population that make up like a third of the homeless population.
About 30% of the homeless population.
So there's a direct correlation between being in the military, having served the country, and then whatever you want to call it, this is the way it turned out. And that to me is like, wow, that's really
wow. Well, and the other thing I always need to even remind myself about is I think it's very easy for all of us to think that the homeless are people we don't know, and they're people who have come to Missoula from somewhere else, and that's really not the case either. I mean,
No,
they're families.
Not at all. And I think that's what we really like to talk about the most is the people that we serve are not that different from us. I think that if we all look at our own personal lives, we know someone who would have become homeless if not for a helping hand from ourselves. You know, a family member who we helped out with rent or helped them get through a medical crisis. And the one kind of defining factor for all the people we serve is that lack of a safety net. They don't have family. So whether or not that is by choices they've made or by choices outside of their control, the family system is gone. And that's why a lot of these folks fall into homelessness.
Right. And we've talked before, too, about the working poor.
Yeah.
You know that if you're hired somewhere for $7.25 an hour and you have full-time work, that's grossing $300 a week or $1,200 a month. And if your rent is supposed to be 25% after taxes.
That's
you can't find a
impossible.
place to live in
Yeah.
Missoula
It's unreal.
on
I know.
minimum wage. You can't. It's just
Yeah.
you can't do it.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
over the 40% of the people who stay at our shelter are employed. They're either underemployed or they're working full time but making minimum wage. They just can't afford market rate and rent in Missoula, so that's really common.
Now, I'm excited to hear about the progress in the new building and how it's going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's very exciting. And so a lot of the things that we struggle with, these high attendance nights at the shelter, high energy bills, are going to be alleviated by our new facility. And so we are replacing our 100-year-old building with a new, modern, right-sized, and sustainable building that will be complete in November of next year.
Wow.
So we have broken ground on that. They've poured the basement. Walls will be going up shortly. And so we are in the construction phase, which is thrilling for us. We're still working on fundraising. We have about $250,000 left to raise, and then the project will be fully funded, which will allow us to complete it debt-free, which is important to us as well. It makes us even more sustainable if we're not having to pay off loans or mortgages, and it allows us to put every dollar into serving people.
That's true too, you know, and it's a wonderful pitch, right, for the philanthropists, whether they're casual in a small amount or a large amount, is that every dollar would go right into the human services part.
Absolutely, and just small things like the energy bill, having a really efficient modern facility with windows and walls that don't just let the heat bleed out of the building.
Right. And handicapped accessible, or more handicapped accessible than the current.
Yeah, right now
building.
we don't have any sleeping spaces that are handicap accessible. All of our dormitories are on the second floor, and we have no elevators. So if people are mobility impaired, we have to set up a cot for them in our dining room, which is not a dignified way to serve someone.
Right.
So we're excited about having it be fully accessible to folks and just expanded spaces. A great example of sustainability is that we are going to more than triple our storage space for donated food. And so right now we have people who try to donate us game meat or root vegetables or canned goods, and we have to turn them away because we don't have anywhere to store them. And so that means we have to purchase food when we run out. And so increased storage space means we can accept more donations and spend less money, which we're thrilled about.
Oh, that's really great too. So if people want to help, I know typically, I get a campaign letter. I don't know the timing of it, I forget. But can they go to a website or give you a call? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. We take donations via the website. They can give us a call or come in. Cash donations are always great because it allows us to purchase exactly what we need, whether that's trash bags or food staples. But we also love gifts of supplies, and sometimes people like to give something really tangible. And toilet paper. If you think about the amount of toilet paper you go through as a single person, multiply that times 120. We always need toilet paper, and gifts of supplies just allow us to spend less money on them. So it all really benefits us.
And there's opportunities to volunteer.
Absolutely. We really pride ourselves on the fact that we are a volunteer-run facility. We have about 900 volunteers per year, and they do everything from serving meals to running our food pantry to helping us with data entry, and it allows us to do, again, a lot more with a lot less money. And folks who are interested in volunteering can visit our website. We have a volunteer application online there and information that will get them in contact with their volunteer coordinator.
Well, that's great. Well, Eran, anything you want to add? I know you've got to go, and we've got Heidi in the wings with the Children's Museum.
Yeah. I think, again, that Missoula is such a special place, and Christmas and the holiday season is such a great time to think about people who might not have all the opportunities that we have. And whether that's by coming and visiting or volunteering at our organization or another organization like ours, that it's just a great time to think about others.
Well, thanks so much for waiting to come on the show, too.
Absolutely.
And for reminding us of that. Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And we'll be right back. Heidi Kendall is here. We thought it'd be nice to learn about activities for kids at Missoula's Children's Museum.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back.
Here's your birthday, babe.
I don't need it. I can outrun them. Look, I ran track in high school.
No, you can't. You're not supposed to run from bears. And you did the shot put.
Okay, I'll spray down.
What? No, don't spray it!
Oh! My face is burning! My face is burning now! Oh!
When hunting in bear country, understand it puts you at risk. Be smart, be safe, be bear aware.
Flagships helped me because the coordinators, I've been able to talk to them and they've helped me and get through hard times, and I've learned a lot of new experiences that I would have never done.
If I wasn't participating in Flagship, I would be playing video games at home.
Definitely it's helped me with, my comfort level. Also, I got better grades.
They helped me on a study skill, different tips.
The flagship program, because after school shouldn't be an afterthought.
Heidi Kendall is here to talk about the Missoula Children's Museum. Heidi, thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you know it. So I thought of the Children's Museum and putting together this show because I thought parents are looking forward to some break time, some time they can spend with their kids, and they might think, well, what can I do with these kids? I don't want them to play video games all day.
Right.
Where can they go? What can they do? And I thought, well, Children's Museum, you guys probably have stuff going on.
The Children's Museum is a great alternative to video games, and we have a really neat deal that we're promoting this holiday season. We have a thing called the Play All Day Pass, which is a collaboration with the Carousel, which not everybody knows. We are about 100 kid-sized steps away from the Carousel.
Absolutely.
So we got together and decided it would be really cool to have a pass that would allow admission to both venues on the same day. $7 gets you unlimited rides on the Carousel for all day, and admission for one to the Children's Museum for the day also. We're selling these at the Children's Museum. They're selling them at the Carousel. It's a great deal it's a good gift. It's a good stocking stuffer. It's a great thing to have just for your family if you're going to be out for the day shopping or doing something that's not fun for the kids. They can have a break and you can mix it up a little bit, get some Children's Museum time in there and some Carousel pony riding time. So it'll be fun for everybody.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah,
because I know Teresa Cox, at the Carousel, she's been doing a bunch of fundraising, trying to get those guys on firmer financial ground. So it's really good that you guys are doing a collaboration.
We're very excited about this. This is the first real official collaboration we've ever done, and we're very excited.
Oh, excellent. We've got to tell people about this 100-child step thing because it's Front Street. I don't know the number, but of course, I'm very concerned that everyone else does. There's your website. Okay.
Yes, it's a great website.
Yeah, it's really
We're at
fun.
225 West Front Street, which the back of the museum looks out over the Carousel. So if you know where the Carousel is, you know exactly where the Children's Museum is.
And here's the only $7 play all day Carousel Children's Museum combo.
Yep.
But we have some time, do we need to sell the people in the Children's Museum so the kids go in there? And what do they see?
The first thing they see when they walk in is the grocery store. They can get a cart and shop for fruits and vegetables, bread. They can cook in the kitchen.
That's cool.
We have a place where kids can dig for dino bones.
That's really
It's a big, kind of like a sandbox, only much cleaner. We have a big water table that they can make canals and pipes and make water wheels go. We have a room called the Dr. Kid Room where they can learn about healthcare and medical care stuff. They can listen to their heartbeat. They can look at x-rays. We have an art studio where kids can create arts and crafts, drawings, make paintings at an easel. It goes on and on.
And they can do that every day.
Every day
the museum is open.
Except Monday. Monday is the only day we're closed, but we're open every other day of the week. Yep.
What kind of hours do you keep?
We're open 10 to 5 during the week, and then on Sunday, noon to 5.
Nice.
We have programming throughout the week. Almost every day we have something. We have yoga every week for kids and grown-ups.
Oh, that's neat. That's fun.
That's one of our very most popular programs.
I think the kids are really good at it.
They're
a little more flexible.
And they make it fun.
Yeah.
It's never the same. Every class is different. We have face painting once a week. We have all kinds of holiday things. We have a Parade of Lights activity going on December 7th.
Right, that's coming up.
Yep. We're going to make snow globes in the afternoon.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be super fun. Yeah.
You know, I have to say, especially as we're looking at a cold front coming in and weather getting, I remember the days of gone a little stir crazy in the house with the kids. And this is, we did not have the Children's Museum
I
then.
know.
So
I can't remember.
this,
It's
I
been
would
there
have
a
been
while.
down there like
Yeah.
It's a great escape for when you're having cabin fever. We describe ourselves as being for kids ages babies up to about age 10. Some kids like it longer than 10 years old, but 10 is pretty safe. A 10-year-old will find plenty to do in there. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming by,
Well, thank
telling people
you.
about that Children's Museum.
Play all day.
And the Play All Day
day.
collaboration.
And you know, I mean, one of the reasons people get cranky during the holidays is they think they have to put in an 8-hour shopping day. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Shop a little bit and go have fun.
Yeah, people have to take a break, and it's
Yep.
good to remind people. You know, our show will be on till December 16th, or repeat,
Right.
each day out till December 15th. But if you're watching this week, that Parade of Lights is December 7th.
Yes.
And they are trying to have a lot of places downtown have activity for kids during the afternoon, and then leading to the lighting of the tree.
Yeah,
and
which
the
is
Santa
always
Claus and how brave everyone is going to be. See, we don't care about the weather. Gary and the TubaChristmas people, they're going to be out there.
Right.
And even those instruments, are, I know.
It's going to be cold.
Based on the
If
tuning
we
is
shut
based
down
on the
every time it got cold, we get to do nothing.
we wouldn't get to do much. So.
That's good.
And the other thing I want to say before, I know we only got about a minute to go, I forgot to mention that MCAT is, offering a First Friday exhibition every
Oh, that's right. That's
So-
important.
Yes, our sculptor, Scott just said in my ear, Mark Matthews. And I want to say Kim Robinson, though Kim could be Anderson, so I feel bad, Kim. Don't hurt me. But she is showing mosaics in the other room.
It's not me.
No, it's not. It's Kim Anderson or Robinson is showing with Mark Matthews.
Okay.
And Mark is going to have 7-foot-tall wooden sculptures here.
I'm
going to
be here. I can't wait to see it.
That's really interesting. It's free. It's this Friday, December 6th, 5 to 8
First
p.m.
Friday.
Yeah, at MCAT, 500 North Higgins Avenue. Well, we better go,
All
I
right.
guess.
Yep, we're done. We'll
I feel
see
like
you.
we did a lot
Well, we
today.
did.
I think it has to do with my Felicia. No.
And he's still sitting
Yeah,
right.
I'm just doing it. So thanks so much for watching this edition of Missoula Live. It runs from December 2nd to the 15th. So you might have heard of stuff that already happened. Sorry.
I know.
But Kim and I will be back Monday, December the 16th with a special
With a Christmas
show. Christmas reading.
My favorite.
So, yeah, it could be really fun. So we'll see you guys the next time. And as always, if you know of a group and you want to see them on this program, give me a call at MCAT. The number is 542-6228. For MCAT, I'm Joel Baird.
Kim Anderson. We'll see you in 2 weeks.